Hi everyone, I hope you're doing amazing. I am Eos, this is Eos Essential. Welcome and welcome back. Today's message can be a little bit heavy. You will find out in the first minutes if this is for you. If you're struggling with the loss of a friendship right now, my condolences are going out to you from my heart to your heart. I feel like we have a lot of disenfranchised grief in our society when it comes to friendships. Platonic friendships are a secondary to romantic relationships, I feel right now at the moment. And you have a broken heart because of a friend, because you felt like she's competing or he's competing with you. And yeah, let's get some consolidating, some calming messages from spirit, from your spirit guides. I will also pull some oracle cards to find out who are your spirit guides who are overviewing this process of purging this person's energy. And I feel like there's a lot of hurt that you're having a really hard time to digest spiritually by yourself. And this is how I'm assisting you today. So we jump in with tarot. And in the pre-shuffle, the star came out. Very interesting, about authenticity, healing, balance, being visible in your truest nature and form. And let's see what this means. I think this person had problems with your authenticity or saw your potential before you even saw it. And you were never competing. Someone can compete with you, but you never thought about competing with them. Very sad, but now you learned your lesson, and it's still a stinger. It stings, I know. We have the High Priestess, and we have the Seven of Sticks, Seven of Wands. Oh, honey. I think you knew from the beginning, but you lived in a certain stage of cognitive dissonance. You thought yourself, she's my friend, this is what we talked about, she's my friend, why should she even do that kind of behavior? And the truth is, it's very knightly of you. You have a pure heart. But just because you did not think about you would never do that, doesn't mean that she wouldn't. And then we have the Seven of Sticks. She made a competition in her head out of both of your timelines. I also getting a feeling of exclusion, isolation, and I think she's also someone who pushed you out of certain groups. And she said this was just a mistake. It wasn't on purpose, but actually this cannot be a purpose. Just trust your intuition. Your intuition knows best. The High Priestess is a very quiet, a very silent card. She doesn't talk much, but she knows everything. And I think when you move out of spaces where your intuition is so, not your intuition, but your body and your mind is so distressed that you cannot really hear your intuition, or when you have some problems with your body, or you're not drinking, sleeping, eating enough, or too much of something, it's really hard to hear your intuition. And what I feel right now for you is when you come back into a state of convergence or convergence, when you feel whole by yourself again, then you just know what was right, what came from the heart, what was just her ego. And I think this is what you're healing right now, the clarity. You can also mourn a person that was never real. She was a good friend in your head, but she wasn't actually a good friend. And I think a lot of people don't understand that, because they think we are mourning a friend or grieving a friend. No, actually she never was your friend. It's the phantom picture. We are so sad that it wasn't real. It's a form of betrayal trauma. Whatever the situation was, you came to terms with the fact that you never had the same values. And on top, you can be friends with people who have different values as long as they're supporting each other. But there was no integrity. And this what broke the camel's back. This is the straw that broke the camel's back. If someone has no integrity, I mean, you can be eating meat or a carnivore and I'm a vegan person, and they can still be friends. I think it can somehow work. But if you have no integrity and lying about what you're doing and not doing, then it gets hard. And I think there were a few situations where you were just, did I see that right? Or am I interpreting? Or am I making that up? Actually, no. You can trust your intuition. Yeah, this is deceit. 7 of Blades, 7 of Swords. It's quite sad because there was actually, I think, no resources to compete around. Everything women are competing against each other for are actually not in shortage. If she would have had an abundance mindset, this would have never happened. And this isolation I talked in the beginning about is your ticket into a better world, into a better life for yourself. We have the 2 of Blades. Yeah, this is also like the High Priestess. This is the Minor Arcana High Priestess. And then we have the Page of Blades, Page of Swords. I think you told this person also something about your business, about your ideas, what you are up to. And this monitoring spirit idea that someone just wants to listen, but then is never supporting. Or I realized, okay, sometimes I'm talking to someone about what I want to do, and then the contact just gets lost. Like, we are not talking anymore. It feels like this person sucked you dry just for the information, just to know what is up to date in your life, but there's no honest exchange or support or anything. And this is, I think, what you experienced. But this energy will circulate around if this gives you peace. But I'm having more the focus of you healing than her getting her karma. I mean, karma is just a fluid balance of energy. Everybody gets his karma. It's not even a punishment. In the second she decided to act like that, she agreed to the contract to be on the receiving end of that energy. Sad. We have the 8. Oh, this is your new beginning. I think in the next time you will have a lot to love. You will meet someone who has the same humor, and you have a lot of... You're so bright. You're such a bright light. I think you're some earth angels. And you will meet someone you don't even have to explain yourself to. This person will understand from the beginning. And you will have a bomb time. The Ace of Sticks is Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo energy. Those could be your placements, but with a High Priestess, you could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And the person that caused you a lot of pain had some fire placements as well, maybe. Or maybe it's the other way around, but the Ace of Sticks always gives me the feeling of something that is so passionate, bright, and full of fun and laughter that is overriding past trauma, past disappointments, past hurt, past sadness. Whoop. 4 of Sticks, 4 of Blades. 2 fours. 4 is stability. I think this person will just look for what you're doing as a monitoring spirit in the future as well. She won't just simply stop and think, okay, I betrayed this person. She wants to create also a narrative or create a certain image of herself. But what I see in here is, with the 4 of Blades and the 4 of Sticks, you will rest, recuperate, replenish your energy, getting a new mindset. Maybe try out some new hobbies, getting something else on your legs. Like, there's something you will start anew from a rested place. And this will catapult you into the 4 of Sticks. Maybe marriage, maybe a new relationship, maybe a new business contract. I don't know, but there's some kind of celebration following up all your disappointment. And then you will realize it was all divine protection. This change was necessary. You feel like you've been kicked out of a friendship group, out of this relationship, but actually she's been kicked out of your life. It was just easier to remove you than her. Knight of Blades, Knight of Swords. Oh, this person has a lot to say about you, sadly. I mean, she ended the relationship through the behavior. What I don't understand, why is this person then even holding on to someone she doesn't like? It doesn't make any sense. I want to look at a why. We have time out, the return of Aphrodite. I swear to you, this is how she sees you. Yeah? You have a lot of Venusian watery energy. You're a good friend. You are the person more like the therapy friend. You are keeping up and checking in on everybody before you check in on yourself, and nobody's checking in back on you. Time out, awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone. I think you had to do a lot of things alone, or the performative act was great. The image of I'm a good friend was great, but actually you had to heal yourself a lot of times. Temple, birth of the goddess, guidance, goddess energy, treating as sacred. You deserve to be treated as sacred. And then we have visions. Psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing, out-of-body travel. I have two interpretations for that card right now. The first one is that she's still checking in with you, but over other people. She's trying to derive information through banter or small talk. But at the same time, I feel like you can see that coming, and you're drying that out. You're pulling back into privacy, working on yourself. You're not giving any information to anybody, so they cannot derive any more information about you. You're going like Aquarius into a healing stage to come back as a star. And this person knew all along that you're a star, Aphrodite. And I also have to call you out, because you know from the beginning, you gave them the benefit of the doubt. You always thought maybe it's just in my head. Maybe I'm too full of myself. Maybe it's that I'm seeing, like, it must be me. But at the same time, you knew. You just knew. You just hoped that it's not what it is, what it was. Okay, let's get some more healing energy for you. Access innovative thinking. You are incredibly intelligent. I think your IQ is between 120 and 140. But what people don't understand, there are different forms of intelligence, and most of the stuff that is going on in the patriarchy or just in common is strategy. Strategy is not beating emotional and intellectual or academic intelligence. And most people, when they want to extract energy or resources or any kind of value of you, are incredibly strategic about how to get that from you. And if you're beating yourself up with the words, oh my God, I should have known better, why am I such a douchebag, why I'm so dumb, no, don't do that. No, we don't do that over here. You are very intelligent, you're beautiful, you're talented, you're Aphrodite, girl. You are the star. But your heart is pure, and this makes you vulnerable to those kinds of characters, okay? And they saw your bright light all along. Strengthen your body. Yeah, I like that for you. 23 is a 5, and then 1 plus 4, 14 is also a 5. You can induce the new era by yourself. You don't have to wait for anybody. You don't need anybody. When it comes to strength training or any kind of training, Pilates, dancing classes, whatever you want to do, pick something up that felt too hard for you to do when you were still in a relationship with this person. It could be that this person threw daggers of words into your direction when you started to lose weight or had a weight journey, or so I see something that or you shared your positive results and she goes missing, MIA, missing in action. Those kinds of dynamics is what I'm getting here. But you can return to that. Oh, we have rejoice and love. I love that for you. That's great, because I think you will get to know someone whom you share with the same hobbies and the same kind of activities and sports, and you will have a blast of a time. You will have so much fun. Not that this has to be your forever friend, but your heart can heal in that environment. Let's see at your goddesses. Look at your goddesses. Nuva, creation. Interesting. The color synchronicity. And we have Atagatis, balance. This is the kind of balance that the High Priestess and Priestess needs. And I think this person kicked you off balance a lot of times. When you went into the direction of your dreams, what you want to create, your business, your new friendships, whatever, or having a family or reaching some academic goals, whatever was your goal, I feel like this person made you doubt more, and she packaged it as, I'm just caring for you. I just don't want you to be disappointed. But actually you were in balance before her. Enlightenment, Saraswati. I love that for you. Saraswati is about everything knowledge, academia. If you feel like you don't have what it takes to reach your goals, this friend was so wrong. Like, actually so wrong, it's even funny. Like, she was just blindly projecting. And I have to tell you, you have everything what it takes and more. You're 5 times as able as she thinks you are, and you're double as able to reach your goals than you think you are. Okay? This is, I think, where I want to close your reading today. Thank you for spending your time with me. And yeah, from my heart to your heart, you deserve supportive friends. Okay? Hope to see you in the next reading. Bye.